Recording. All right, yeah, that's kind of messed up. I'm in some trades and they playing around with my money. I thought it was just me at first, but man, oh well, you gotta learn how to adapt and move on. So let's see what we got going on. USDJPY. All right, so UJ, I'm in a sell on this trade still. It's been, playing around within this little area, just consolidating for like the past, I don't know how many days this is. For like the past 2 days, it's just been playing around in that area right here. And it looked like it wants to break out of that zone. And if it breaks out of that zone, then my next entry point on UJ will be, let's see, my next entry point on UJ will be at this level up here at 111, 77, let's do 750. That'll be my next entry point. I'm looking for, potential sell opportunities out of this setup on UJ. Right now it's hitting the trend line as well. So we'll see if this level right here will hold on UJ. We got this sit up here. As you all can see, we got a touch right here on UJ for this trend line. It's one touch, two touches, and price is now hitting it again for a third touch. On top of that, we have a nice harmonic pattern completion right here, and looking for price to pretty much just start to roll over and see if we can get target one sit. So if you aren't in UJ right now, then it's a good chance that you can get in. It could be a metric for issue on their side too. UJ Jack me up, getting stopped out, faking. How are you getting stopped out of UJ? Where did you enter? What price did you enter? I think I found something to cipher on HF. JB Parrish reacted to the AD news tonight. How'd you get stopped out of UJ? I'm curious to know. So let's see. So yeah, so basically we are hold on, give me 2 seconds. All right, so basically, let's see what you say real quick. JB Parrish reacted to AD news tonight. It candled up. My stop was at 1414. How did it stop you out, bro? Were you trading this harmonic pattern right here? So how did it stop you out? That's what I don't understand. Your stop loss should be nowhere even in this area, bro. Your stop loss should be up here above these highs. That's where your stop loss should be. That's why people lose trading, because they try to, have that how can I put it in terms where I don't step on people's toes? they try to put themselves on a pedestal where, oh, you know, I'll use a 10 pip stop loss. My entry is right here, but my stop loss is right here, but my entry point is right here. That's not even room enough for the market to breathe. Like, give it room to breathe, because the market, before it goes your direction, it's always going to go against you. 90% of the time, before the market goes in the direction that you want it to go, it's always going to go against you. So give your trade room to breathe. Stop, you know, that's why I say don't listen to traders that, people that say, oh, I only use a 15 pip stop loss, my entry's right here, yeah. Come on, bro. That's, like I say, before your trade goes the way you want it to go, it's always gonna go against you. So everybody should have that expectation. Everybody should have that expectation whenever you are trading. Always. Every time I enter the market, I'm like, okay, cool. I know it's gonna go against me, so I'm not gonna worry about being in whatever drawdown I'm currently in. Like, honestly, drawdown shouldn't even affect you when you're trading if you're using proper risk management. But if we're trading a harmonic pattern structure like this right here, and our entry point is right here, and you got your stop loss right here, you are setting yourself up for failure every single time. Throw your stop loss above the previous highs. You don't want to be known. You don't want to be able to allow the market to take you out of the game before you even started. And then what happens is price stops you out, and then boom, you get that massive drop to the downside. And guess what? You're pretty much assed out because you felt like you needed to have a tight stop loss or whatever it is for whatever reason, which really makes no sense to me. So if you guys can remember that when you place a order in the market, it's always going to go the opposite direction before it goes your direction. That makes sense? That's the mindset that you all should have. Like my guy Justin, he always talk about, if you think that this is if you think this entry is great, the market is always going to present a better entry before it goes in the direction that you want it to go. That makes sense, guys? So don't be afraid to throw your stop loss, 50, 60 pips above your entry point, because honestly, I'm not saying the market is always going to go, 50 pips up and, play around with your stop loss. No, sometimes we get trades and boom, the market just, it just drops straight to the bottom. And then sometimes you get trades where, to come up here and play around and before it, goes in the direction that we wanted to go. But not saying every time it's going to go up here to this area and hit your stop loss. So you all have to be able to understand that, give yourself room to breathe in the trade. And if you have a trade setup developed like we have right here on UJ, and then price, plays around, 15, 20 pips negative, so what? That's when you use proper risk management, and you should have, you all should have yourself, you all should be using, the proper risk. If you know your stop loss is going to be, let's say 100 pips, for example, okay? 100 pip stop loss isn't bad at all. I've been in trades where I'm 100 pips in drawdown, but I'm still using the proper risk management and it's not affecting my account. Guess what happens if that bad boy comes up here against me, right? And I'm 100 pips and I'm using proper risk management. Guess what I can do? I can throw another position on there and ride that thing all the way back down, because that happens as well. And I use a technique also whenever I'm trading harmonics in case I do get caught up in a situation like that. Price normally will go up there, and honestly, sometimes it'll go up there and stop people out. And they hit that stop loss to the T, and then that thing will drop and reverse and go the direction that we all wanted to go in the first place. So it's all about, understanding and being in tune with the markets as well. So again, so is the previous high? Nah, so my textbook stop loss will be right here. I'll show you guys. So my textbook stop loss will be right here. And I'm actually gonna turn my screen from IG so they can't see. They got to get, you guys got to get on this call to get this access right here. So my textbook stop loss would actually be right here at this level right here. You see this level right here? This is where my textbook stop loss will be. That's why it's highlighted in red. But normally what tends to happen is price will come up here and play around. I don't want to say normally, but I say about 2 out of 10 trades that I take with harmonics. Price will come up here, boom, hit that stop loss and then drop. Right? That's what'll happen. It'll go up there, hit the stop loss and drop. Yo, hey Corday, bro, you should go to IML TV, bro, and get on my session. So that's what normally would happen. So looking at that right now, we're still in the trade waiting for it to make its move. Let's go to another trade, Euro CAD. Let's check this trade out. All right, so this Euro CAD trade right here that we have set up, I'm actually in a buy opportunity on this trade as well. Based off of this trade setup, who can tell me what they see? When we look at gold, all right. If it will typically hit the stop loss, why not wait or set a sell stop? Bro, you're not listening to me, bro. 2 out of the 10 trades that I take, price will go up there and hit that stop loss area. That'll be crazy for me to sit up here and be like, okay, I see a trade set up. I'm gonna wait for it to push down to the stop loss area, then enter the trade. That doesn't make any sense, bro. What I'm telling you is that if price does go up there and stop you out, my stop loss is another entry for me, because what happens is price will then drop from that point. That's what happens. So right now we're looking at this right here is my anchor leg right here on EuroCAD. This is my anchor leg. I'm just going to follow the market. Let me go ahead on and mark this up real quick. This will be my X leg, this little highlighted area right here, my X point. And I'm not going to worry about all of this noise right here in the middle. That doesn't mean much to me right now. So I'm just going to follow the market up from this point right here. This is an entire move to the upside. That'll be my X. This will be my A point. I just want to grab my fib and then, measure out that move and see what this retracement level right here gives me, okay? So I'm taking my fib from that X leg, taking all the way up here to my A level. Who can tell me, based off of this level right here, based off of these levels, that Fibonacci retracement level right here, what I should be looking for? Okay, perfect. You guys got it right. Exactly. That's exactly what I should be looking for. So based off of that Fibonacci retracement level, I now have my B point, okay? I now have my B point. So with that being said, is that, I see some of y'all on this Instagram feed that should be on this live session right now on IML TV. I'm about to start calling y'all out. So you can see it right here, that this right here is my, this level right here is going to tell me exactly what I'm looking for in the market, okay? So now I'm gathering my evidence for my trade setup. I have my X leg, I have my A leg, I have my B leg identified. Now the next thing I need to do is identify my C point. So I'm just gonna drag my fib from here to here, from A all the way back down to this level right here, with that B retracement level. And I'm looking for a minimum of this 50% retracement right here without price breaking above that A leg. So again, price can go as high as to the A leg, 100% of that move, 100% of this A to B move. Price can retrace that high and then push all the way up here to that 88.6 without breaking above my structure of my A leg. So this is still a valid pattern, okay? So now what I want to do is look for the completion of the entire move. So now we have what? We have our X leg, we have A, we have our B point, we have our C point, and now I'm looking for the final piece of this puzzle for me to now look for entry for me to take this trade from X all the way to A. So when I'm taking my fib, let me line that up perfectly with that A. There we go. Who can tell me my entry point based off of that that pattern? Can you explain what the different fib levels can possibly mean? Julian, you're wrong. All right, perfect. Yeah, there you go. 88.6. 88.6 is exactly what we're looking for. And look where price came down to for that, my entry point. I got into this trade yesterday at this level right here, 88.6. You can see how it hit right to the T. So that goes back to answer your question. Who was that said? Aaron? That goes back to answer your question. Well, why wouldn't I wait for, price to go down and hit my stop loss and then enter the trade? Because you're missing the entire move now. You're missing an entire move if you're gonna wait for price to come all the way down here. Like I said, that's just retarded, bro. Like, don't know. Your entry point is there. That's how it is. That's the way it is. Red will always be red, blue will always be blue, yellow will always be yellow. Nothing you can do about it. Like, that's just what it is. That's just the rules of the game. That's the entry point, and you take that trade with confidence, and you go on about your day. And everything that happens after the D, after your D entry point, is out of your control. X to A to B, B to C, C to D. Like I told you, every trade we take, price isn't going to always hit your come down and play around with the stop loss. Sometimes price will come down there, reverse out of that zone, and get out of there. For example, this trade right here. What trade was that? I think it was NZD USD. I took it NZD USD. I took it on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, NZD USD. This big, massive drop to the downside right here. This big, massive drop to the downside right here, like you see right here. That big drop to the downside, right? I'm not looking for selling opportunities out of this right here, especially when you got a big harmonic pattern sitting right there, right in your face. X to A to B, B to C, C to D. And again, when I saw this right here happen, like I got guys that are literally taking trades off of this C leg and catching this entire move to this completion and then riding it back up. I don't recommend you guys do that because you all aren't at that level where you can where you guys can handle that. So I don't recommend. Matter of fact, let me see something. So we could potentially see price start to reverse out of this zone as well. Right here. Let me change this color too because it's kind of funky. Let me turn it black. So we can see this right here happen also. X to A to B, B to C, C to D. We can see price start to really push up to the upside off of this move right here. We can start seeing price push up to the upside from off of this harmonic pattern that I have in gray. And I want to get you guys to that point where you can just open up your computers. Yeah, caught that drop. Must be in drawdown. You must be in drawdown. Yeah, he must be in drawdown. Are you in gold right now? If you are, what did you do with it? So yeah, I want y'all to get to that point where you're looking at harmonic patterns, where you can just open up your chart and just start popping out and hitting you in your face like you guys see me just draw them up on my chart easily. Let me go look at gold real quick. Let's say EU, USD. All right, so gold. Check this out. So Friday we got into this trade. I'm in this gray trade buying. Okay, Ray, how can we stay connected? Telegram. I don't know, bro. I might open up my Telegram to you guys. I'm still trying to decide like if I should open up my Telegram and give you guys access to it. That way, it'll be Dwayne, what's up, bro? That way it'll be Lamar, what's good? That way it'll be Quick, what up? That way you guys will, be able to Rudy. That way you got my bad. That way you guys will be able to stay, in touch and stuff like that. But I'm still trying to decide if that's what I want to do. Like the scanner's calling NU for the buy. Let me see NU NZD USD. Somebody on Instagram just said, because I'm actually recording this on Instagram too. I'm on live. So yeah, this is probably why the scanners call it NU for a buy, because they see this pattern in gray. So that might be the reason why, unless it's like something small down here in this area. But you pretty much see how the scanner. I'm new here, just curious why all of the trainings stay on IML, but this one is direct. Because I'm actually getting a new computer. For whatever reason, my connection isn't allowing me to do that. My connection isn't allowing me to get access, like record to the software that they have. So I'm in the process of getting that situated. I think it's going to be completed by tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, y'all don't have to send me private messages because people can still see it because I'm doing the screen recording. Make sense? so you don't have to send a private message. But yeah, I'm looking at that. So let me go back to gold real quick. XAU USD. Let me break this down for you guys real quick and show you guys exactly what I see on this. So coming out of gold, okay. So looking at this pair, look how divergent it is. First off, you all, it's clear that you guys see this harmonic pattern that I have right here, okay? Harmonic pattern that's sitting right here. Okay, you see that in yellow. Look how, matter of fact, who else? Well, I'm just go ahead and tell you guys. Look how divergent this is right here. Price is going down. RSI is going up. You see that? We got into this trade on Friday on gold. Look what happened. Boom. Price shot up. Okay. And it came right back down to our entry point, giving us another entry to enter that trade for a buy opportunity. Right up in this area. Now, I see gold actually pushing all the way up to at least 1308 for target one, which is about right here in this area. 1308 is about right here, around this area right here. So I see gold at least pushing all the way up here to 1308, okay? Now, if I zoom out and go to a much bigger time frame, also look at this right here. Do these two patterns that you see look the same? This one in gray and this one in yellow, do they look the same? Anybody? Yes, exactly. They look the same. That's what this big massive drop right here, guess what people were doing? They were selling it. Guess what happened? Boom, it reversed on them. This big massive drop right here, people are starting to sell it. Guess what happened? Boom, it's starting to reverse on them. Most people don't understand they're caught in the middle of a harmonic pattern. Now, what I see right now is that if this level holds, if this level down here hold, without breaking this X leg, if this D level right here holds without breaking this level holds without breaking this X leg, we can see a much massive push right up here into this zone right here before we actually sell it back to the downside. So in my opinion, I believe that this right here would be the real sell opportunity once price pushes up into this area, and this area is sitting at around 1330. This is what I see on it. I see another potential harmonic pattern. Got X to A to B, B to C. Take the lowest point of these two, and C completes up here at D. So we can see a big push to the upside. That's only if this level right here doesn't break below this level. So if these structural levels hold, then we can see that push to the upside. But as soon as these structural levels right here get violated and say price does decide to drop and break below this level right here, then this is going to cancel everything out, and I just look for something else. But as of right now, I have this harmonic pattern in yellow. It can literally push all the way up here and complete at this D completion, and then I'm looking for a sell back to the downside. The name of the game is being patient. will you please teach me Forex trading? Shoot me a DM and I will send you some information. Or shoot me a DM. All right, so yeah, this is what I'm seeing on gold right now. So let me go ahead and delete this harmonic pattern in blue. Let me get rid of that. Nice. So let's see. So yeah, price ended up pushing up about, how many pips was this on Friday? My entry point, it shot up about 100 and say about 120, 115 pips on Friday. It pushed up 115 pips, and then it pulled back, came back to our entry point, and then it decided to drop. I mean, it started to like it's starting to make that push back up to the upside. Yes, profits. So let's look at another trade, NZD CAD, NZD CAD. All right, cool. So I'm in NZD CAD right now on a buy opportunity. Let's see. Not Julian say he's in the same. Guess what? Guess what, guys? Check this out. The same exact pattern that I just showed you guys on the last chart. Guess what we have here? X to A to B, B to C, C to D. The same exact thing that I just showed y'all. It's the same exact thing right here. It's the same exact move. Like I said, I'm in a buy opportunity on this. Let me give you guys my targets real quick. So if you guys want to enter that trade, let's see. Stop loss is about 115 pips away. And my target is $89, 90 pips for target one, and 160 pips for target two. So you can look at the price right here. These are my target one and my target two, and my stop loss, which is right there. This is my stop loss right there. Is that cipher the best harmonic without drawdown? It depends, bro. Like, it's my first class with you. Thanks. Hey, no, you're welcome. Definitely don't let this be your last class. I got people that's been with me since, for the past 3 months, and they, trading went from being, reckless and it went, from them hating trading to them now loving it because they are able to identify harmonic patterns and take high probability trade setups. So don't let this be your last session. Get on it faithfully, stick to it, a lot of people, they want that instant success, or the next best indicator, or somebody to hand them signals and stuff like that. Like, I could literally give you guys signals like 24/7, like all day. But that's not. I used to give signals and stuff, but I kind of stopped doing it because people don't have that same mindset. People don't have um, they don't have the patience. Everybody want that fast, instant success rather than actually, doing the necessary, things that you need to do in order for you to get to that next level of trading. So I kind of stopped, focusing on giving signals, and recently just opened up, like really teaching you guys, my exact methods when it comes to trading. But if I ever do take a trade, I definitely drop it inside the Telegram. And, yeah, you got to put the work in to get the results. Like Rudy, he's an example. He never came, asking for signals and stuff like that. He literally just put the work in and really started, learning how to trade harmonics. And they are absolutely killing it. So I've been in since January and still haven't put in my first trade. Interesting. How come? How do I join your Telegram group? Like I say, I'm thinking about opening it up. I might open up a brand new Telegram. That way only I can speak in it, rather than having it open for everybody to speak, because I don't want it to get crazy in there. Don't open it up. Yeah, hey, that's another thing. Like, the people who I'm currently working with, like the people, like my mentees, like I asked them if I should open it up. They're like, "Nah, don't let nobody else in it." So I've been in for a month and I made plenty of trades. Started small with 10, currently pushing 40. It required work. LOL. Yeah, definitely. Yep, Erica, definitely. So how do I determine target two? So I take my fib from this level, my C level, to the completion of the move. Yeah, I entered right here at the 78.6, but I have to take the completion of the entire move because price pushed down lower. So I have to take the completion. And then my target one is right here, 38.2, target two is 61.8. Always. Are you still learning these patterns stuff? Oh yeah, you're gonna get it if you take target two sometimes. Yeah, I take target two sometimes. Like, I would take half my profit off right here. I would take half my profit off of target one, and sometimes I would let the rest ride up the target two. But I recommend everybody just aiming for target one, because y'all don't have patience to sit for target two. Because same thing that happened on gold, how price shot up, came down, hit the zone, boom, shot up, and then it came right back down to the entry point. Like, you guys being up 118 pips and then being down, back to break even, that right there can play with you emotionally. So just take profits off at target ones, and then if you want to, if you think you got the kahunas to sit in for target two, then take it up to target two. Could you repeat the target points, or drop in the chat? So targets again are from C. Targets are from my C point all the way down to the completion of D. Target 1 is 38.2. Target 2 is 61.8. I trade every harmonic pattern. I was only trading a cipher. I did it for like a year straight. Because there's so many harmonic patterns out there, and when you try to learn everything, you learn nothing. Let me say that one more time. When you're trying to learn everything, you learn nothing. Nada. Zip. I don't know how many other ways you can say no or nothing. But when I be seeing y'all, in the group chats, trying to learn this and learn that. Yeah, when you first get started, of course, you're gonna be like all over the place trying to figure stuff out. But when you guys have a strategic plan, then stick to it. If you know it works, don't try to jump to other stuff. Like if what I do is not working for you guys and y'all don't like it, you don't have to trade my style. But if you do try to trade this style, only trade this style. Don't try to do nothing else. Like my private group that I have, if I see anybody trading any other style, I'll kick them out the group. Some people might think that's crazy, but how are they ever going to learn if they're trying to figure out this and try to figure out that? And no, I'm a coach, just like a basketball coach. If you don't buy into the system as a player and you playing basketball or any sport, you don't buy into that system. Guess what the coach does? He doesn't play you. You sit on the bench because the coach has a system that's put together for it to be followed and executed. If I was playing basketball, my coach was running the play, and I was always telling my coach, "Oh, this don't work, that don't work, yeah." I'm never gonna I might get kicked off the team. It's no different with trading. Yeah, I know plenty of strategies when it comes to trading, but I don't trade it. Like if I see it, most of the time I really won't even execute it. Like I rather, it's one of those situations where I rather know it and not need it than need it and not know it at all. So, I trade, simple stuff like break retests. But when I trade it though, I trade other strategies or other techniques within my harmonic structure. That makes sense. So if I know that this C leg is completing right here, and I got this big impulse to the downside, boom, and I know my D level is right here, and I'm waiting for price to push to that level, I might enter the trade off of out of this zone or something like that to continue that move to the downside. I know where I should be exiting the trade. I know where I should be entering the trade for that buy. So I'm in a buy right now on NZD CAD at the 78.6 level. I got in for a buy, and I'm expecting it to push to the upside again at this price right here at let me see if this freaking Traders Way is open right now. Yo, Traders Way tripping. So the fib levels basically just tell me where I should be in the markets. Like it's kind of like my GPS. Like I know for this harmonic pattern right here, I know for this pattern, like when I open up my chart, It's like this right here, just boom, pop out and smack me right in the face. Like I can just see it. I can just see it. Corday, yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Yup. I can just see these patterns just smack me in the face like every time I open up my chart. This right here is my anchor leg, okay? My anchor leg is my start point. This is what holds the entire, basically holds the pattern, okay? Like a ship. You drop an anchor in the water, what does it do? It holds that ship in place. My X leg. I follow the market to the upside. Boom. This is my level of resistance, okay? This is my new level of resistance from this move to here. Don't be like, oh, Ray, what about this over here? No, none of this even happened yet. Don't worry about that yet. I'm following the market from right here, from this X leg, all the way up to this level right here, level of resistance right here. All of this never even happened yet. Because I know that's what some of y'all thinking. So I got my X leg, following the market to the upside, bam, level of what? Resistance, simple stuff. It's my A point. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to now take my fib from I'm going to take my fib from my X to my A leg. If you are one of my mentees, what should my B leg retracement level be? Just drop it in the chat. What should it be? 38.2 to the 61.8. Right. That's what my B leg should be. 38.2 all the way up to the 61.8. This is the minimum, 38.2. The maximum is the 61.8. As long as price falls within those levels without closing below my 61.8, we're perfectly fine. I'm on a cipher pattern. So I'll take my fib from X all the way to A. Let me line that up perfectly. Yeah, I drew it all the way over here, but I'm putting it right here, just to let you guys know. I'm not drawing it right here. I'm only drawing it right there, so I'm not jacked up on price. Like, so you all can actually see. You can't really see it right there. If I extend it out to this level, guess what? Now you can see that price hit that 38.2 level right there from, and I like to line it up perfectly wick to wick. And there we go. So you gotta get surgical on these charts. What the price hit? Bam, hit the 38.2 without an actual candle closing below the 61.8. So this is still valid. So I have this much room for this pattern to be valid based off of the XA move. So I have my X leg, I have my A leg, I have my B leg. Okay. It's like gathering evidence to present my case. That's exactly what a lawyer does, right? They gather evidence, right? To present their case to the jury, to the judge, to the audience. Now what I want to do is take my Fibonacci extension and I want to look for my C leg. Guys, if you are a mentee, drop in the chat what level I should be looking for my C leg. Exactly, 1272 to the 1414. Now I'm going to take my Fibonacci extension from X to A. All the way back down to X. Remind you, X is right here, but if I draw it right here, you can't really see. You see what the price is. Now I'm just going to connect it to X. Some of y'all be thinking too much. Well, why are you dragging it all the way over there if that's not the X way over there? Yeah, this is a line right here that I'm connecting my point to. Right here, bam. See that? That's a line that I'm connecting it to. Just, for, those out there who can't think outside the box. 1272 up to this 1414. Do we have those points? 1272, 1414. As long as the candle doesn't close above the 1414, we're perfectly fine. So guess what? We have our C point. Now, who can tell me, if you're a mentee, the completion of the harmonic pattern where we should be entering that trade? 78.6, perfect. So I take my fib from X all the way to C, and I'm entering that trade at the 78.6 level. We are at the entry point right now to enter this trade for a buy opportunity. Like I told you guys probably like 10 times already, I am in a buy on this trade right now. And this is what that pattern looks like. X to A, X to A to B, B to C, C to D. So the D leg is only 88.6 when the B leg is 50%. You never heard me say anything like that. Again, if you're a mentee on the call, who can tell me the completion of the harmonic pattern where we should be entering on the cipher pattern? 78.6. We're not talking about the bat pattern at all right now. No, it's okay. 78.6, and we're at that 78.6 level right here, right now. If I go to any chart and do this, it's going to be the same on every single chart. It'll be the same on every single chart. How can I get the C leg using a normal fib? All right, good question. So to get the C leg, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. So to get the C leg using a normal fib, all you have to do is take your fib from A all the way back down to X. If you want to use a normal fib, and look, it's still the same. 1272, 1414. If you want to use a fib extension, it's what I like to use, the fib extension, because it throws people off who isn't on my group. They be trying to, watch me on internet and stuff. X to A, doing an extra little move, like throw them off. X to A, all the way back to X. You can see how the levels line up. Let me drag this over some. And you can see how the levels still line up. 1.13, 1272, 1414. You see how they line up. So again, if you're using a regular fib, all you have to do is take it from A all the way back to X. And you still get the Fibonacci extension levels. And D point is at the daily, huh? Okay, JPY. Bro, what the fudge? I use this tripping. I need to do a chat with traders real quick. See, look at all these harmonic patterns right here that we got drawn up. For example, is Aaron, I think Aaron is still on here, but my entry point for this harmonic pattern in green that you see was at the D point. Look what happened. Price continued to push down. Yeah, I still entered at the D level, which was, you know, my entry point. Price continued to push down. So what? I don't care. Guess what? I know what my next strike zone is. My next zone is at 1.13 level, which is the textbook stop loss. Price faked everybody out, continued to go down. Boom. Hit that textbook stop loss and reverse. Guess where my second entry was? Right here. Guess what I did? I made profits going all the way back up to this level. Then I made profits going all the way back up here to my targets on both trades. Is that always going to happen? Absolutely no, because look over here to my left. Price came all the way down, completed this Gartley pattern, bam, hit right to the T and reverse out of that zone. Look right here. Price did the same as that thing. Right here. X to A to B, B to C, C to D. Price came right up here, bam, hit that area, reverse out of that zone, hit targets. So like I said, out of every 10 trades I take, trading harmonic patterns, you're gonna have maybe one that's gonna play around. Yeah, the blue one is a butterfly. Yeah, you're gonna have out of every trade, out of every 10 I take, is always gonna be maybe one or two that's gonna play around and do something stupid like this. But other than that, if you look at these, what happened? Price came up here, hit that zone, bam, reverse to the downside. Price came down here, bam, reverse to the upside. And look how many pips this is. Like, watch this. How many pips is this from here all the way down to here? That's 130, 140 pips from here all the way back up to here. That's about 120 pips from here. Well, from here all the way back up to here. That's 140 pips right there. So let's do the math real quick. Let's say 140 plus 120 plus 140. God, that's 400 pips right there. That's 400 pips in a matter of the 21st all the way over here till the 26th. So that's 400 pips that you guys could have made. And, you know, and this is just off of one pair alone. Yep, all about being patient. This is one pair alone right here. Guys, you don't have to trade a lot to make a lot of pips. You just have to be patient, wait for the sell to happen. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I challenge everybody to bring one person on your team with you to the call. And And let me see, what is it, CAD, JPY. I challenge y'all to bring one person to the call tomorrow, and let's work, let's grind. Get them on a call and let's trade together. On a 4-hour chart. My goal is to help you guys become beast ass traders. Yeah. So you could be looking to set up CAD JPY. See how price came right down here to that 1272. Price came right down to that 1272 in reverse. And entry point will be right here. So you see this what you got. That's A, B, C, D. So yeah, that was a good find. So right now, just wait to switch up into that area, and you're good to go. Well, yeah, everybody invite somebody to the call tomorrow. All you gotta do is ask them like, "Hey, you want to be a beast ass trader?" They're gonna be like, "Yeah." What are you talking about? All right, cool. Join this Zoom call tomorrow. Get on this IML TV session tomorrow. Can I explain confluence? Confluence is just a harmonic pattern within the supply demand zone, divergence, like multiple confirmations, basically. That's it. I might go over that tomorrow. No, this is not a butterfly. This is a cipher pattern. This is a cipher. So yeah, guys, like I said, I challenge y'all to bring one person tomorrow. Everybody hashtag Beast Ass Traders on their Instagram stories, on their Facebook. Spread the word. Let's pack out these calls. Promote. I want to have at least 1,000 people. That's my goal, to have 1,000 members on this session. Matter of fact, let's do 500. Let's get this thing to 500 members on this session within the next 60 days. Can we do that as a community? And I promise you guys, I'll teach you guys this right here, step by step, on how to become a beast ass trader, trading harmonic patterns. That's my time tonight, guys, and I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace. Yeah, the recording will be dropped right here. Right here in the chat. It'll be dropped right there. I'll talk to you guys later.